Hi, this is Katie, and we're talking about the 2026 flu shot. Okay, here's something really interesting about this year's flu shot, and unless you've been really paying close attention, you probably haven't heard much about it. The United States officially withdrew from the World Health Organization in January 2026. Now, you might be thinking, okay, what does that have to do with my flu shot? Actually, quite a bit, because deciding what goes into your flu shot has traditionally been a global operation. Scientists around the world monitor influenza viruses. They look at what's circulating, what's changing, what's spreading, and what might be heading our way next. The World Health Organization coordinates a huge international influenza surveillance network that helps countries decide which viruses should be targeted in the next season's vaccine. So, America leaves the WHO, and that creates a pretty obvious question. What about our flu shot? Here's the interesting part. America did not just say, forget everybody else, we'll figure out the flu ourselves, because viruses do not really care about foreign policy. But the FDA still considered the global influenza surveillance information when determining what should go into America's 2026 2027 flu vaccines. And this year, they made some big changes. All three, it's a three viruses, three flu shot strains in a flu shot. All three, typically one changes a year or two changes a year, but all three changed this year. That includes an updated change involving H3N2 after a newer group of those viruses spread widely during the previous flu season. But the vaccine isn't the only thing that changed. Under Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., federal vaccine policy has undergone some major changes, and one of them directly affects flu shots. For the 2026-2027 season, CDC recommends flu vaccines in single-dose formulations that are free of thimerosal as a preservative. Now, you've probably never heard the word thimerosal before. It contains a form of mercury called ethyl mercury, and it's been controversial for decades. But here's some important context. Most flu vaccines in the United States were already thimerosal free, and scientific research has not yet established that small amounts of thimerosal previously used in vaccines cause autism. So this is a change in federal vaccine policy, not a scientific discovery that something was suddenly found dangerous. Now, here's the part I want you to hear. After America left the World Health Organization, after changes to federal vaccine leadership, after changing all three components of this year's flu vaccine, and after changing the recommendation concerning thimerosal, did America stop recommending flu vaccines? No. As of August 2026, as of today, the flu vaccine is still recommended for essentially everyone 6 months and older who doesn't have a contraindication. However, the CDC is looking at changing how they classify vaccines into routine, recommended, and how vaccines are classified. So who knows what next year will look like. Influenza doesn't need a passport. It doesn't care about who's president. and it definitely doesn't care if America belongs to the World Health Organization. So maybe the bigger question isn't should America participate in global health organizations. Maybe the question is can you have an America First infectious disease policy when infectious diseases never put America first? Or something to think about. This is Katie, and Ain't America Great Again?